voltage converters and batteries tend to go together for some reason. How does adding a power converter increase efficiency when working with charging batteries?
Yeah, well, that's a good question. Typically, one voltage has to be converted into another voltage, but there are some applications where the application can be powered directly off of a battery. Like the output voltage of the battery is in the same range, the allowable range, suitable range for the actual load. And now in these kind of applications, it can make sense for efficiency reasons to add a DC to DC converter. Now that sounds a little bit fishy at first, because if you're adding a DC to DC converter, which will have a lower conversion efficiency than 100%, of course, right? Let's say maybe 95%, which is good, but still you're losing some energy. But there's an interesting way that as the battery loses power over the lifetime of the battery, the voltage comes down bit by bit. And now at most loads that accept a wider input voltage range, if you always step the highest battery voltage down to the lowest allowable voltage for the load and do that with 95% efficiency, then actually the output current for the load it can be higher than the input voltage to the power converter. And by that, by making intelligent voltage matching between the source, the battery, and the actual load, you can increase the efficiency of the whole system compared to running the load directly off of the battery.
Very interesting. So what are the important features that we'd want in this type of power supply?
Yeah, well, these parts have to operate very efficiently, of course. So the quiescent current has to be very low. And otherwise, it's also important that these kind of parts can pass through the input voltage to the output voltage, because as the battery voltage, the source, goes down over the lifetime of the battery, then usually a point is reached where the input voltage has to be passed through to the output voltage directly. And not every switch mode power supply can do that. And so these kind of parts actually were designed to run in that kind of condition.
Excellent. Well, everybody can check out the article to see how this can actually be implemented.